Welcome to this episode of LFTR Diaries. Today we're telling you all about our favorite places to stop along the way when we're on a long trip, and we're going to show you all the places we stopped in between Montana and Iowa on our summer trip.
I think we had about 5 or 6 different kinds of stops on the way.
It was a lot of overnight stops, so we've got a lot of fun things to share with you. One of the things you'll see us do for overnight stops often are Harvest Hosts.
We love Harvest Hosts.
We stay at Harvest Hosts a lot.
Harvest Hosts is not a cheap way to stay overnight.
If you're not familiar with Harvest Hosts, you pay an annual membership. It varies depending on when you signed up and what discounts you have and what level of program you signed up for, because you can also include Boondockers Welcome. But Harvest Hosts gives you access to stay for sort of free in parking lots of a lot of different businesses. It started with wineries, distilleries, breweries, but it's expanded to include museums and lots of other types of businesses and locations. We've stayed at probably all the different kinds.
Pretty close. There's nothing like just pulling up to a brewery with your house there, parking it like on the grass overlooking an amazing view, going and grabbing some beers and like sitting and playing outside with the kid and dogs.
It's
kids and dog.
so great. Like, we've had such great experiences with Harvest Hosts all over North America, from Mexico to Canada, everywhere in between. This is not an ad. We don't even have an affiliate link. We just really have enjoyed our time with Harvest Hosts. On the trip out to Iowa from Montana, we stayed at a couple of them.
Yeah, first we stayed at Graycliff Mill.
Yeah.
Which was this amazing little, like, what would you even call it in Montana? Like
tourist destination?
Yeah,
a
like
restaurant?
They had like a cafe, they had like fresh like meat and cheese and like a country store and like a whole bunch of different things to do around there. Like there was a hike.
Yeah, they had numbered flat camp spots. We got to watch the cows out our windows. It was fantastic. Another thing you'll see us do often is stay in parking lots. We love a Walmart stay. There's nothing like bringing your groceries straight to your door. It never gets old.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just convenient when you're on your way to stay somewhere like a Harvest Host or a parking lot where you can just stay hitched up. You don't have to like mess around. You just get in your rig, you go to bed, you do whatever shopping you need to do, and then you head out in the morning.
Yeah, oftentimes we kind of take advantage of some family time together on the rig, kind of a quiet night to play a video game, watch a movie, play a board game, something like that.
Definitely. And oftentimes if you stay at like a Walmart or something like that, there are restaurants around, so if you don't feel like making dinner, you can grab a quick dinner from something in the parking lot or grab like coffee in the morning. A lot of times there's coffee. It's a great option. The only caveat is to check with the business, make sure that they allow overnight stays. Not every Walmart allows it, so it's good if you don't see a lot of RVs already in the parking lot or you haven't checked with an app to go ahead and check with the people in the store.
Yeah, absolutely. We've never actually been told, no, you can't stay, but we do a lot of checking ahead.
Yeah, one of the best resources for that is to check iOverlander. We use that a lot for overnight stays in general, and you'll hear us talk about it quite a bit, especially when we're traveling in less developed places or like doing a lot of stops, like along the side of the road in places like Alaska and Canada and things like that. So iOverlander is a great app. Highly recommend it. Just keep in mind that our rig is a big rig by their standards, so if you have anything bigger, just caution.
Yeah, absolutely. So on days and weeks like this where we're kind of in motion and going from like one night stop to one night stop, we like to work in our Walmart stops on the way. Just get our groceries, park for a little while, even in the middle of a day, even if we're not staying at a Walmart. It's really nice for a stop on the way. Today, we're also going to get a workout and a shower. So first time showering out of Planet Fitness. This is the one in Billings, Montana. It was scary because there were signs that said there was no hot water, but I went for it anyway, and there totally was. So I don't know if those are up to like dissuade you. I mean, overall it's fine. There's semi-private showers. There's the whole fitness thing if you're into that. So Jamie's staying and doing that. But I got my shower and head back to the rig. So that's a win. Brandon was in a Harvest Host.
Yay! Hi.
Hi. Frankie's licking
The
plates
burgers were so good.
The burgers were so good?
Yeah, really good. I got stuck almost got.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got full.
Yeah, you got full.
Uh-huh.
What else did you have? Just burgers?
Because he had watermelon.
Ooh, watermelon is so yummy. Totally.
And we're usually staying hitched up, so we're not going to drive around and do stuff. Although we were all over today and tomorrow doing chores, so.
Yeah, we got propane, we got groceries, we took showers and worked out.
Yeah.
And got work done.
Yeah.
Like, work.
Yeah, I got this week's video mostly edited. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, now it's time for a little date.
Cheers.
You may be wondering, Jamie, it's Thursday. It's not even noon. And you're at a laundromat. Why are you having a quarter of a beer?
Well, laundromats have beer at them, right?
Oh, that's yeah. In your RV. What are you doing? And here's what I'm doing. Well, here's what Clay's doing, being a saint, and cleaning up the rug. Because I thought, I can have a rug now because we don't have the little dog anymore who pisses on rugs. Last night we were at a brewery and Clay and I had a couple of beers each, and we thought we would have beer sets off the carbon monoxide alarm, in case you were wondering. And we thought we might have another beer later. So there was like a can of beer, and then we had a growler we were saving for later. And then we realized we had 2 beers and we're old and we don't want another one. So not just because we're old.
To answer your question, yes, there's beer in the potato
There's
salad.
beer in the potato salad. I guess I'm having beer for lunch. So when I tried to get leftover burgers from leftover bison burgers and out of the fridge, and some potato salad that we had bought at Walmart yesterday out of the fridge at the same time because I was being efficient, I accidentally, our growler was in there and knocked into this other beer that was in the fridge, and it spilled everywhere. It was spraying out the side of the beer can, and so it's on the back of my leg. On all of our other clothes are in the laundry because we're at the laundromat. It's on the back of my leg. It's in the potato salad. It got on the carbon monoxide detector. But I did salvage like half a cup of it. So that's what I'm having with my lunch, I guess. So, cheers. So cheers.
I think we learned a lesson here today, and that is RV fridges aren't meant to hold so much.
We're headed out from the laundromat. We parked along the road here. It worked really well. There was parking on the side of the street that we fit.
We made it.
And we did our
Just
laundry,
barely.
got it folded and put away, ate some lunch. It's about 1:30 now. We're gonna head to our next campground, which is a couple hours away. It's a national forest campground that is supposed to be free. It's first come, first serve. So we're hoping it's open and there's a spot available. It should be. It's May 2nd now.
It is, in fact.
22nd. So
Let's go.
we're headed east.
Excited to be driving.
Keep pressing east.
It's been a couple days since I drove.
Yeah, I drove the last couple days, so I'm not driving after my lunch beer. The third thing you'll see us do in this video that we often like to do and have started doing more often is seeking out an overnight spot in a national forest or on BLM land, often in a campground. They're usually, many are first come, first served, so they are great overnight stops in that way because you kind of get where you're going to get and find a place. And a lot are free. So the place we stayed in Montana at Red Shell Campground that you'll see is completely free.
Yep. Yeah, if you watched our Oregon Coast video, we stayed at a wildlife viewing area that's part of the Washington State Park System, and that was free with a Discover Pass. So there are a lot of options, whether it's national, state, local.
Yeah, and
public lands.
And both of these were right off the highway.
Oh yeah.
So we're still talking about really convenient, easy to pull into, level. We stayed hitched up, like
yeah, totally.
Really convenient stuff to do. I will say it's a little bit easier to do this kind of thing with a smaller rig, especially if you're not out in the desert. Out in the desert, rig size doesn't matter usually, but anywhere else, the smaller your rig, the more options you're going to have probably. But that said, like, you know, we're pretty long still, and we found these great places to stop for free. So highly recommend it. You know, the place in Montana, we were able to have a campfire. That you can often find a place where you can hike.
Yeah.
That's what we did in the one in Washington. We were able to get a hike in the morning because we were right by some hiking trails. So great options for you that you may not consider. You know, I think a lot of people think of Walmart, they think of other overnight stops, but when you're out in the middle of nowhere, a great option can be these kind of campgrounds or boondocking spots.
Yep, absolutely.
This is our campsite for the last 24 hours or so. The free campground in Montana called Red Shell Campground off of Highway 212, kind of off of 90. So kind of a not shortcut, but kind of a shortcut, shortcutting 90 kind of from outside of Billings to kind of the South Dakota area. So we're headed to Spearfish for our next stop. We'll stay at a KOA tonight. Kind of need the hookups and the tank dumping and filling. So we're headed there. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this though. It's pretty great.
Actually love KOAs
We do.
for overnights. That's kind of like, those were our original overnight stops for our longer trips in the Mantis.
Because we were boondocking.
We did a lot of those, yeah.
For long periods of time, and then we'd go to the KOA kind of in between on the way to like top off our batteries,
reset,
and dump the tanks and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, which is funny because you wouldn't think like, oh, you're going to go to a KOA in like basically an almost overlanding rig. But, you know, we saw a lot of other people in like Black Series and that type of rigs
even like rooftop tents and stuff. I think everyone needs a KOA sometimes is my...
They aren't cheap.
They're not cheap.
They aren't cheap, but they are consistent.
They're very consistent. One thing we really like about them for overnight stops is that they're easy to get in and out of most of the time. They're almost always offering pull-throughs. They have long sites. They tend to be level.
Yep.
And they don't usually care if you come in really late. So, and they tend, not always, they tend to be well lit. So when we're on a long drive and we need somewhere to go, and we know, like, sometimes you just need to know that you have a spot.
Yeah.
So these other options aren't as good.
Right.
That works. Like you don't have any anxiety about what's going on with your batteries or your hookups or anything like that. You're gonna pull in, you're gonna have your hookups.
Yeah, especially if you're traveling in crowded areas in peak season, like a reservation can be nice.
You can book it online, you can see what amenities they have. They almost always have laundry, they almost always have really nice showers.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a shower, you're gonna get your laundry done. It's a great spot to reset, and that's what we did. We had a lot of nights of no hookups and kind of out and around, and then we sat down for a night at a KOA.
Yep, for sure.
And this one had a great nature preserve behind it, which
Oh
was
my
so
gosh,
fun.
it was great.
Like this?
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. Try not to let the gold part turn there.
What happens if that turns?
Then it's not screwing on.
How? It's okay. We just screwed out. Nice and tight. Let's see if this works.
All right, see if it works,
I
Jojo.
want to stand the picture.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Which way did I turn?
Whichever way it lets you turn. There you go. Well, I don't see any spraying on that side. You might have.
It's lifting
Yeah.
the hole.
There's a little kink right there.
Wait, which one? Does that work?
What'd you make?
Well, we've
White
been recording.
bean miso chili. It was a recipe that I got from Indigo somewhere on Instagram.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Well,
I assume you want
I
some
like
crushed red pepper on here.
You assume correctly.
It's vegan
So I like
and
it.
delicious. I don't. It's right there. It's all the way across there. Oh, shoot. Was that refreshing? Just for reference, if you're watching this at home, it is like 40 degrees out.
It's sunny.
Yeah. Frank's an Alaska dog.
Can't lose that frizz again.
No. No, they're expensive. It's his favorite thing. Oh, he's swimming. Almost. Ooh, I swam. I like swimming. He figured out how to swim. Oh, God.
So this time we parked kind of off on our own, but we're still going to Waldron.
Yes, of course.
How can you miss it? You have 100 signs on the way. You have to go.
Well, including this time.
Whoa, Grace! I've never seen you
I want to do that way.
mount like a horse.
The only correct way to do it.
Nice.
I want to do it. I want to do it. Oh wait, Grace is 10 seconds.
Oh, there you go. Game over. Who won? Grace?
Wait, you can't put it back in?
Maybe you can. No, that's it. One shot. But you get to keep the bouncy ball, so that's cool.
I get a bouncy ball.
Grace won. She scored first. It was best to one.
Yeah, but I still get the bouncy.
Why do we come here? Why do we come here every time?
Because you have to. You have to experience Waldron. I believe we experienced it. I experienced it.
It has done, been experienced.
A couple of those times, and that was enough for me. So I've actually experienced it since about 2018.
Well, it's different. No, not at all. Behold, the strip of loneliness. South Dakota version.
I think the South Dakota version's better than some of the other ones.
It is, because we're on 90, which is a pretty well-traveled interstate. So
Well, I just mean in
at least
terms
there's
of
other cars.
scenery, it's like a little bit prettier. There's like some rocks over there.
Yeah, we'll get past that soon, don't worry. Walmart stay successful.
As usual.
Now we really need to go clean Flo up a little bit. So
she's real dirty from her trek east.
So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna keep going east to Iowa. Should be there today.
Frank just said he needs to go back with the kids. He's like, wait, Grace is back there.
Please excuse the dog bite.
It's a cute dog.
I can't wait to look back on this time a year or 5 from now and see how far I've come. Everything won't be easy. Some things won't go well. But I'll never regret trying. Never regret being true to myself and pursuing things that bring me joy, that I think will spread joy in the world. I'm so glad you're here, friend. Here's to taking scary steps, to sleepless nights followed by great joy. See you down the road, Jamie. Thank you for joining us for another episode of LFTR Diaries. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can also find our podcast every Sunday wherever you get your podcasts, or subscribe to our Substack at lettersfromtheroadpod.com. We'll see you down the road.